Hi, this is Jason, the Splicer Simard, Death and Taxes Master.
Oh yeah.
And this is, I'm here with Nikachu, who you all know, the Merfolk Master himself. We're going to be making some golems today with Death and Taxes. If you like that sort of thing, like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things.
All the good stuff.
That would be wonderful. So, okay, so if you've been paying attention to the series, the main deck here that we're going to go with today is fairly close to the same, but there is a few changes.
What have we changed up?
We're still on the same exact mana base as usual. We're on, just the whole core here is just, we've taken out those loyal sentries, have not made the cut.
No! Really?
We moved them to the sideboard after the first week, and then this week we're even dropping them out of there. They're just too narrow. They are good situationally, they're actually sometimes good, sometimes powerful, sometimes funny, but just not too narrow for Modern, you know? You just not necessarily going to play those decks that they are really good against, and even those decks have some slippery ways to get around it too some games, so that's just...
So, like, even though there's like a million creature decks, they all have some way around it?
Yeah, like, there's, like, Humans has enough flyers that sometimes you're going to draw him, he's not going to be that good. Or,
hard to block Mantis Rider.
Yeah, you know, like, or, you know, against, like, Death Shadow, sure, it does buy you time against them, but they'll just sit there and wait until they have a Fatal Push, or, you know, like,
Right.
I mean, sometimes it will help you, but there's just enough answers that it's just too narrow in the end. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people knew that before, but I have to learn the hard way. And then we've moved to Selfless Spirits, but with the rise of Blue-White, the way that they've moved to Terminuses is their main deck removal. It kind of makes
really, yeah,
like
that's true. Well, I mean, some don't, but I have seen Terminus. Some lean the way of Jace the Mind Sculptor or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm feeling like I'm just not feeling the spirits these days, and the format itself is even looking like it's slowing down again. A lot more mid-range has been making the top 8s, like in Grand Prix Sao.
Right, yeah.
There was two or three Mardu Pyromancers made the top 8. Tron,
a ton of control decks.
Yeah, control decks, like, you know, and there was another Grand Prix that same weekend, I think, and like 3 control decks made it there.
Right.
Blue-White. So I mean, the Humans decks aren't making as many top 8s if you're kind of paying attention to that sort of thing. Like, I think it's leveling.
Neither is Merfolk.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I saw some good feature matches in a good feature match in Sao. Grand Prix Sao, that was the Merfolk against Humans, and Master Waves looked just filthy. Guy was like practically dead, just dropped the Master though. It's like too many blockers, you know, too much garbage in his way. So yeah, that flex spot with the Selfless Spirits, this week we're going to try out an Oblivion Ring and a Banishing Light. We're switching them to one of each because they're functionally very close to the same, and you know, gets around the Meddling Mage, all that. Detention Spheres, Maelstrom Pulses, you know, a few corner case things to make them different. So, and then the reason being is, like I said, the environment feels a little slower these days, and, like, more catch-all answers in the main deck seems like a really good idea right now. Like, against the Blue-White control decks, you could stop their Jace without even having to waste time attacking it, or if you're not in the position to attack it, like, you know, or, you know, what other decks? Oh, Mardu Pyromancer, it can get rid of, you know, any of their real threats, as well as stopping Blood Moon, which... You know, like, my deck's not that susceptible to Blood Moon, but I still lose a lot more than I win when they get it down, because you lose access to that Displacer and the Thought Knots.
They slow you down tons.
Yeah.
How are you going to cast Thought Knots here without any wastes?
So even if you have, like, enough planes, then, you know, so it's nice to have a catch-all for that sort of thing. And also Ensnaring Bridges is one of my true nemesises. So,
at least you have Flicker Wisp.
Yeah, exactly. At least I got a little, but I'd like to have a little bit
there.
Yeah, having 4 in your main deck, it's like a much better chance at having access to that if you do get caught behind it. So I think they're going to be good, but we'll have to, I guess we'll see how it rolls out. And also, too, we've gone up to the 4th Thought Knot. I got 4 Restos, 4 Thought Knots in there with 24 lands. It's been a little clunky in the past, but that was back when I was playing Shoals, and the amount of colorless cards was actually hurting my deck. And, you know, I'm seeing all the lists. They're playing 4 Thought Knots, 4 Reality Smashers in some versions of this, or Eldrazi Tron. Like, they're not playing more lands than me, so... I can afford this. I can get greedy too. I can get greedy too.
Yeah, right.
So those are the main deck changes. We're still on the 4 Displacers, the Wall of Omens and Blade Splicers for value, with the Resto Angel. Flicker Wisp is a semi-catch-all even without the vials. He's, you know, he does just deal with a lot of problem situations for you.
What the hell is Lone Missionary doing?
This is the sideboard now. Yeah, we'll get there. God. So in wanting to fight aggressive decks, I'm going to try out some Lone Missionaries today because they're good for flicking, you know, like they're a creature threat against humans. They can't just freebooter it away. They can't just Reflector Mage it. Like, a lot of answers you're going to be looking for are susceptible to those types of things. So
the
Missionary, I'm hoping, will just buy me time if he's beating me down with, like, Mantis Rider, this guy, each turn, if I'm even flicking him just once, is inching me
sure.
ahead even, right? So
sometimes just playing this beats burn.
Right, and yeah, exactly. Against burn decks.
Well, missionary, well,
even against
I guess
Hollow
I
One
can
decks.
resign.
Even against Hollow One decks, it's a guy you drop on the second turn, and then you like chump block, bounce him.
Right.
You know, where it's another good play that you can keep your Flicker Wisp in and have more of a guarantee to have a value creature from turn 2.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, like, his Flicker Wisp on an empty board does not feel good. I'm sure we all know that. So we're up to 4 Rest in Pieces. I think we were with 3 for a bit. And
holy crap, that's a lot.
Well, you know what? See, a lot of people think that is a lot.
I'm a lot of people.
Yeah. I tend to, like, a lot of people tend towards 2 or sometimes 3, but
sure.
The reason for 4 being that against some decks, it is actually just their death.
You just need it?
You just need it. Or, like, their decks just don't function. And the thing is, a lot of those decks play Thoughtseizes or Inquisitions. They play, they decided Nature's Claims against you.
So what would you consider that? Like Dredge, Hollow One?
Dredge, Hollow One. I don't know if I do all 4 against Hollow One in particular, because they can just get hands that'll run you over anyways. So
okay,
I'd be more into 2 or 3 in that matchup.
Okay.
But it's more like, Dredge KCI, like, you know, just having access to that many, you know.
Do you think this just beats KCI?
It doesn't just beat it, but it stops them if they can win.
That's true. That's true.
So they have to get an EE or Nature's Claim. So, but you think about it, like, these guys are going to side in. He's playing a combo deck, and he's willing to side in 4 Nature's Claims because you could have a card like Rest in Peace. So when you think about that, like, maybe you should have more than 2. If they're siding in 4 Nature's Claims, thinking you might be siding in 2 Rest in Pieces. You know, like, maybe you need more Rest in Pieces.
Maybe you need more Rest in Pieces.
And, like, Mardu Pyromancer, it's like, it slows them down so much. Like, they cannot cast their Bedlam Reveler. Their Faithless Lootings have no buyback. It makes them not that good of a card. The Lingering Souls don't trigger, and sometimes they don't even have white mana to hardcast them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think and, like, they're going to duress the heck out of it. They're going to even side in Wear and Tear to stop it. So, I mean, why would you only want to have, like, two copies, you know?
Yeah.
And especially some people are willing to mulligan to get these cards. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I don't have them in my starting hand, I'm going to mull. Well, you could solve that problem by having more copies and increase your chances if you feel you need to mull to get it, okay? So another change here is I've been playing 2 Disenchants recently. I'm moving over to Revoke Existence. Like, the instant speed on Disenchant, I don't remember it really ever helping me. Like, almost every time it's just I need that thing gone.
Well, help against Bogles.
Instant speed?
Yeah, they play late their Daybreak Coronet. You're gonna want to do it.
Well, the thing is, my deck is more of a tap out deck.
Though. Absolutely.
So a lot of situations, I don't even want to keep my mana open. I want to have my mana.
Should be renamed to Sorcery Taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Sorcery Speed Taxes, because you know, like without the Aether Vial, I don't keep my mana up as much, and with the deeper mana curve.
Oh, we've got a special guest here.
It's my little doggy Cooper.
Show
you want to see him?
Yeah, everyone.
Here, buddy. Oh, he doesn't want
Shy?
to star. Yeah, come on, buddy. Okay, well, he's a little cutie.
Whoa! Ta-da!
That's my little doggy.
Cute
He looks
doggy.
proud. He's got a proud look on his face. Yeah, okay, so the Revoke Existence, but now... so yeah, there is corner cases where somebody's going to drop like an enchant creature and attack you, and it would be nice to have a disenchant then, maybe, but like I said, for my deck, a lot of times I'm tapping out.
Absolutely,
and now the upside on Revoke Existence is things like against Tron. You're siding in disenchants anyway, but then if they drop Wormcoil, and they're playing 3 Wormcoils, your disenchants really, like, your disenchant doesn't hit that many of his things, so having it be like not even good against the Wormcoils, or great against the Wormcoils, is still better, I guess, than him just running you over. But like the Revoke Existence is a clean answer for it, but it's still going to get rid of that, you know, the O-Stone, or it's still going to get rid of his map if he's exposed. So I mean, like, you know, you got no downside in that situation exactly. But like what I really like about the Revoke Existence is against KCI. Disenchant's really not that strong against KCI.
Like bringing stuff, everything back. From
everything
the graveyard.
back, so it's like a half a kill a card, you know, like in, the Revoke Existence. Like if you hit
like a bounce
spell
spell against KCI.
Yeah, exactly, almost, you know, especially if he has a decent draw, right? But or he can buy enough time. So now, but Revoke Existence, like if you remove his Mox, he can't get that back. If you remove one of his stars, he's not drawing a card when it leaves play.
Okay.
If you can target his Darksteel Citadel, like right off the hop on turn 2. I mean, that sounds pretty strong because they need to get to that 4 mana. Like the only honest part about their deck is the 4 mana they need for KCI. Because once they have that thing out, everything's it's gone to stupidity. But yeah, so just having those kind of clean answers. Also, too, I like Ensnaring Bridges. Like I like to kill those things, and I don't like when they get them back. With the Academy Ruins or the Codex Shredders or this type of thing.
Liner control.
Yeah, like, so it's nice to just have it be permanent. And I mean, there's probably even other cases that I can't even think of where it's, like against Rancor, against Boggles. It's
Yeah,
also
it's
nice
not
to be able
going
to get rid of trample against them.
Yep.
Maybe I could chump block long enough to win, even though that's very unlikely. All right, so we're up to 3 Stony Silences again. I think we've gone 3 and 2 sometimes. It just like feels so good against the decks it's good against. It just shuts them right down.
And there's enough artifacts out there now.
Yeah, and like I said, it comes down to the Nature's Claim thing. Like if they're willing to side in 4 Nature's Claims in their deck, like you probably want these cards. You know, and multiples of them.
4 Rest in Peace, 3 Stony Silence,
Revoke Existence. Yeah, we're hoping to play KCI, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I stuck with the Sorcerer's Spyglass because, like, you know, they were pretty spectacular, I thought, last time. Do you remember our games there? We, against Blue-White, we were able to play it, and we saw his whole hand. We decided not to even name Jace. We named his fetch lands.
Right.
Because of the information gain.
Maybe I should use this thing.
You know what? I've been really enjoying it. Like, it comes out fast enough. I mean, obviously, 1 for Pithing Needle is nicer.
Oh, but seeing the hand.
But seeing the hand, like, against Tron, you don't miss. Like, you don't have to guess Karn or Ugin or O-Stone. Yeah. Like, what is it going to be? No, you know what it is, and you deal with it. And then, so now this time we're going to try back an old school throwback to the original Death and Taxes.
We were running
deck.
this before?
Like a long years ago, it used to be like 4 of, actually, before they came up with, like, better cards like Thalia, all that sort of stuff. So, and also back then, you got to remember, actually, that things like Birthing Pod was a deck. So, I mean, this guy's your best friend.
Don't look very far.
Exactly. So,
I forgot. Yeah, even Mind Sensor way better back in the Birthing Pod days.
But, you know, if you watched our if you've been paying attention to our videos, we've played 10 matches so far. We're 7-2-1. It's not bad.
Someone's keeping score.
Yeah, it's only 10
you
so far.
You should, too.
You should be, too. But if you've been paying attention, 2 of those, the loss and the draw were against neither Reliquaries, actually.
Okay, yeah.
And then in real life, a lot of my losses...
Hey, we should have won that thing.
Yeah, well, we messed up. But it's still like, one of them.
You
know what? There's other ones where you told me not to do something, too.
Okay.
You said we could die to the bolt, and he didn't have the bolt. But anyways. So, we got the 2-headed monster rears its head. So, yeah, we got the Aven Mind Sensor, because also, too, Primeval Titan's a very, very tough card.
Titan Shift, actually, I've been seeing it pop up a lot online.
Yeah. So, and this card is just like you wait till they tap their mana to like play their prime time.
Boom!
And then you very severely hamper their ability to look for what they want.
Right.
But then even like, the Amulet Titan versions, I find that to be not a very good matchup. So it's nice to have a little more action for it. Even like Chord Company, Chord decks, you know, all these decks are a little tougher for us. So I think having the Mind Sensor, you know, I think he's worth it in the sideboard again.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty much our little deck tech there.
Alright.
We're going to get to the games. We got a 2-lander here with double Flicker Wisp. This could go a little sideways for us, but this is the type of hand you can't really afford to throw back. If we don't ever see a third land or a second white, then this hand will not have shaped up.
But at the very least, you're going to do something on turn 2, right?
Yeah, we got a couple 2-turn plays, so we got a little time to buy, and we got possible very early Thought Knot. So, okay, so Windbrisk Heights.
Still not fixed online.
So here we're gonna go with Banishing Light. Thalia will be a little late to the party, and being able to remove a permanent while we're attacking is pretty good.
It's probably what you want by the time you're
by the time
attacking
you're
with 3 creatures.
Yeah, and
you learned some hotkeys.
Yeah, that's right. We're advancing slowly. We're evolving in all sorts of senses.
How do you like it?
It feels good.
It feels good, better than clicking. Well, that's the thing. You can say you should be able to use that as OK.
Yeah.
In place of OK, so you don't have to keep clicking with the mouse. There you go. See, it's wonderful.
Ooh. What did he play? Serum Visions.
It's probably Storm, because I don't know enough blue-red decks that play Spire Bluff Canal. Like, I don't even know.
So here, I'd like to get one of these other 2 out, but I think it's Fetchless Storm, probably.
Yeah,
the Spire Bluff. So we're going to play the Windbrisk Heights so we can play our Thought Knot very early. Here we'll get the Resto, because it's the best card. So I guess we're hoping not to see Baral, or I guess it could still be a few other decks actually, but it's not too many that play that.
How many Ghost Quarters are we have made?
4.
Can't leave home without Ghost Quarter.
No. The Taxman. That's his greatest tool.
Right.
For extracting non-payments from your opponent. I guess they default. Alright, so Island, that doesn't tell us much more. So it could still be like a Blue Moon deck, I guess. Oh, jeez. Cooper, no.
If you're a dog fan, let us know in the comments section below.
Hopefully you guys all like animals. The dogs in particular, and barks. We did our best to muzzle the sound. Alright, so that's all he's doing. Well, he took a long time to do it, too. So we could be looking into running into a remand here.
We probably are. Well, I mean, it's not guaranteed.
No, well, there's nothing else we can do, so...
Yeah,
well, I mean, we could just play a Blade Splicer. He doesn't have a Brawl, though. Maybe we just go for a Blade Splicer.
Well, either way, you're tapping out, so what's just the better thing to do?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, like, we can't play two things on this turn, unfortunately. Like, I say it's 95% of a chance we're getting countered here with a remand or something. Or maybe unsubstantiate. Because there's...
Did they play that?
Yes.
What's that one? Put back in your hand?
Yeah. Return target land to your hand.
Oh,
wow, it resolved.
Well, this is going to tell us everything we were wondering
so
about.
what is going on here? Because the thing is, they've got a lot of instants.
Oh, he has a remand.
And didn't cast it. What's up with that? Maybe they have a plan.
He's got 2 enablers.
Here, make it larger.
How many grave shots do they usually play?
2, I think. Taking a wild guess. That's really strange.
I don't know why he wouldn't have done that.
Well, one thing that they can do with remand is grape shot, then remand the grape shot and recast it and kill you.
Right. So are we thinking we should get rid of this gifts?
It's the enabler.
Or one of these 2 little guys?
Well,
all they need is 1.
Yeah, only they need is 1. So
I guess gifts.
You have to get rid of like the main card.
Okay. I don't know why he wouldn't have remanded. I not understand.
Still remand, yeah, remand. Well, see if they have a plan. If they don't, who cares? We just took their gifts ungiven.
He really wants to opt. Does he not have more land? Is that what his situation is?
Yeah, there was no other lands.
But he would have still drawn 1
yeah,
card.
You still go a card deep. Doesn't change anything.
Because I mean, the Thought-Knot's actually a decent clock on his own.
Or maybe they're concerned about Thalia. I don't know how wanting to counter Thalia. Yeah. Well, look at this. How conservative they are with their life total. They could have played. They could have played the Goblin Electromancer, and then with 1 mana hold up remand.
Yeah, I think we're up against somebody fairly inexperienced here.
Woo. Welcome to Storm. Welcome to Thought-Knot Seer Town. Eldrazi winner's back, boys.
We're back. Alright, well, what are we going to end up taking here? Take away his remand? Take away Baral, maybe? No. I don't know.
Grape shots?
Declare attack.
Or, well... Because the grape shot, in theory, could just kill the board.
Right.
In theory.
And really make him pay for for keeping that remand.
Yeah.
So I guess part of his problem is he has no rituals whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the problem.
This guy's kind of taking me out of the mood here. I'm not paying much attention because, he's going kind of a little slower. I guess we're going slower than him, though, so it must be frustrating. Because this is frustrating. That's funny. We will Thought-Knot Seer you again. Okay, so that was all good. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this grape shot unless he drew something excellent.
I mean, I could be wrong with the grape shot, but it seems reasonable. So they drew a land.
Or a Manamorphose.
It's not bad, because they can play Manamorphose, remand the Manamorphose, and then... Well, what can they do here? Can they play Baral, grape shot, remand, grape shot, but they actually don't have enough mana to recast the grape shot after that.
Yeah, and this allows him to dig deeper. Jeez. I think we take this Manamorphose, actually.
Sure.
It's kind of a tough one. Okay, and that's all we got. See, there we maybe could have played the Blade Splicer and then be able to attack in with and activate the Windbrisk Heights for the Banishing Light.
Get rid of the Goblin Electromancer?
Yeah. But I guess he still has the Brawl.
Well, whatever. I think Thought-Knot Seer is pretty darn powerful. Well, now they've got remand up. Like, how do they not cast this remand now? Hey, you know what? So if I were them, I might have attacked with that Goblin Electromancer.
So you can Grape Shot?
Yeah. Just cast like Brawl, Grape Shot, kill a Thought-Knot Seer, draw a card. But whatever, we're not going to block. But still, you get in 2 damage because they're not blocking.
Okay, so I almost feel like not playing anything. So you cannot trade in his remand.
Yes, you can't cash in the remand. I agree, that's not a bad plan.
But he has the Grape Shot still, so maybe it is still better to make him use it.
Oh, that's true, yeah, so... Yeah, that's right.
I think so.
This Grape Shot is a sorcery, so... You can't use it. You can't use the remand to bounce the Grape Shot.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, then we'll have the Windbriskites next turn to remove a blocker, and he'll be dead, so...
What do you think Flicker Wisp is? Like, what is this thing? It looks like a
I call it fingerlings.
Fingerlings?
Fingerlings. It's like, it's just a bunch of little fingers. A moth, I don't know, cousin It from the Addams Family with moth wings.
Right, yeah. But a lot more fingers. I should look at a moth really up close, maybe. Maybe this is what it's inspired by.
Well, that's what the wings remind me of. Because it has the eye-looking things. That's like a butterfly insect thing. Because birds apparently hate eyes. So they'll avoid eating... Like, if you're flashing your wings and all of a sudden it sees eyes, it'll like...
Weird.
I was actually watching some videos of like a little bird like cuddling up to somebody's finger, and then they drew like a little happy face on it, and the bird would like get like freaked out by it. Yeah.
That's why he eats worms. No eyes.
No eyes, yeah.
No
like
eyes.
While humans, you know?
Yeah.
I guess
the remand is used.
I guess predators, right? The eyes, like, you know, right like that. No. Yeah, so he was thinking, because you know what? He does want a Grape Shot.
Well, they didn't remand a million years ago, so...
Yeah, I would think that just remanding that first Thought-Knot, he'd be like, not on easy street, but like in much better shape.
But two at Hells? They could have played Brawl or Goblin Electromancer. They had one in their hand for sure. So
yeah, that turn. Maybe he's hoping that...
Like, this is a pony. We're up against a pony.
You never know. I mean, maybe he's heavily distracted or something.
Or maybe... Okay, so what's the deal? Maybe they had some plan to remand something?
Well, he got a ritual.
Or maybe they want... Okay, there is another possibility. Maybe they wanted to remand a Thalia.
Oh, he got a gifts. Maybe we're in trouble.
Wow, they got a ritual and a gifts at the same time? So they're going to find stuff. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe they're a genius. But it's really weird to turn... It's at least weird to play the Goblin Electromancer and not play your land untapped. Well, they know as much to get past in flames and a ton of
rituals.
So one thing we could do is choke them on mana.
How? Manamorphose give them past?
Give them Manamorphose and past. That's 4 mana. Because we could win next turn, right? They're dead, aren't they? Yeah, I think they're dead.
Well, he'll have to block with his Brawl, I think. Okay,
no, but we have Flicker Wisp.
So he can Manamorphose, draw a card, though.
Yeah.
He'll be up to 2 mana, right? 3 mana, so he needs to hit another ritual. So yeah.
Okay, hold on. So okay. Well, can we do we know exactly what's in their hand?
I don't know about exactly.
This
is it.
They have none of these. They have a
Grape Shot.
They have a Grape Shot. And how many cards have they played so far? 2. So they're actually in a position where they can Grape Shot one of the Thought-Knot Seers. That's unfortunate. But then they'd have to use their Manamorphose and Grape Shot in the same turn. Right.
And then we could Flicker Wisp the Thought-Knots to take their Past in Flames.
Then
we could Flicker Wisp
the other Thought-Knot.
So you can have the Manamorphose in the Past?
The other one. So there is a chance, okay, but if we give them a ritual...
They can actually cast the Past.
But then they're tapped out.
Then they're tapped out.
That's the thing. Then they're tapped out. So maybe
there's no card draw.
So hold on. But what else is in their hand? It's a Brawl. I just want to confirm that they have no land. Okay, they have a Brawl, a Grape Shot.
Shivan Reef Steam Vents they've shown us.
Shivan Reef is in play. We should have perfect information because they just played the... I think we should have perfect information. These are the things they've just revealed so far.
What is the one other card then, though?
I don't know.
Grape Shot, Brawl. He used the Opt, he used the Remand. I think there's one card we don't know.
Did they play a land for the turn?
I don't think so.
It's being attacked, casts, draws a card with remand. I can't tell if they played a land.
So I think we give him the ritual in the past.
You want to give him a ritual in the past? Okay, hold on, but you have to click to two things that are going to the graveyard. So whatever you
well, wait, but if he has a third land, though, can't he pass?
That's the issue.
I think we give him the Manamorphose then.
Oh, whatever you click, you're clicking the things that go in the graveyard.
Okay, so put both rituals in the graveyard, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
Because he only gets 1 mana off the Manamorphose. He has to hit another...
Okay, to be fair, they could ritual into Baral into Grape Shot, I guess. Okay. Hopefully this is not worth much.
Ooh, red.
Oh, I forgot this makes mana. So forget it. Like, it was the right thing to do to give them that. Oh, but they can just hardcast this. This was all for nothing.
Oh, we
They have a goblin. They had a goblin Electromancer in play.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about the goblin Electromancer.
So we're probably dead, eh?
Yeah, we're dead. So much for us being masters.
Well, it's not the best first game.
I got excited for a second.
So maybe casting that Flicker Wisp into the remand was a bad idea. I thought it would be smarter to...
No, I think it was fine. I think it's fine.
Well, if he's just
otherwise,
Grape Shot.
Because otherwise they can like play like ritual, Grape Shot, remand, draw a card, re-Grape Shot, and you know, deal a lot of damage. I think it's better that they didn't have that option.
Oh, oops.
Honestly, I think... Well, I don't know. How good do we think this person is? Do you want to make them play it out?
No, it's not going to take us much time.
Or you can,
I guess
what you can do is you can yield through this turn. Oh, I see. Yeah. You got it going. You're learning! You learn Magic the Gathering Online.
That's right.
The tips and tricks. Well, they're gonna remand now. They didn't even need Baral.
They didn't need to remand our stuff.
They didn't even need to remand our stuff. Yeah.
They didn't even need to play decent.
All right.
Oh, well.
So
you got us. Well.
They didn't want to show us the interaction.
No.
It was something we missed.
And now here's where we'll be glad we have 4 rest in pieces.
Oh yeah. The graveyard is so important. Do you have like a way around to empty the warrens?
I've beaten it lots of times. So
okay, so you don't care.
I get my ground game going.
Pikachu MTG playmats are finally here, featuring the iconic Bunny of Waves. We've also teamed up with Dragon's Lair to bring you Master Your Waves and Bunny Guide. Pick up yours today at inkgaming.com by following the link in the description.
Blockers, the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. So rest in peace.
Yeah, let's try to display card view.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Like, if you don't, I don't remember all the time for this either. But I'm not playing, so
it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy to pay attention to this sort of stuff. There we go.
Okay, so
all the rest in pieces.
I'm gonna think Eldrazi Displacer doesn't seem very good. The Flicker Wisps didn't seem very good, actually.
I've played the Storm matchup a million times, so...
Yeah, these guys seem really bad. They can even be Grape Shotted down so easily. And
yeah, I guess so.
Maybe some Displacers. Yeah, that or maybe a little bit of Blade Splicers. They're okay, but not... You don't want to see too much of that.
What do you like the most against them? You like Wall of Omens?
Well, I don't mind it because it just gets you to more, you know, a little deeper into your deck.
Mm-hmm. And
it's something they can't... They're sideboard cards, like if they side in Sweepers, which I don't know if they do or not, but generally it's just hard for them to get rid of the wall. And,
okay.
You know, you just draw a card. I'd rather it replace itself and I can get a good sideboard card.
Okay.
Also, though, maybe Restos, actually, because it's just so 4 to cast.
Yeah, 4 is a lot.
So I'll go back to my 3 drops now that I think about it. Down to 2 Restos. Okay, so none of this other stuff is going to be good against him, eh?
How about does Aven Mind Sensor interact with Gifts Ungiven?
Oh, it does, actually. Good point. So I would do that over maybe even these 2.
A better flyer.
Better flyer. And then...
How about Lone Missionary, just as a 2-drop, to take the clunkiness out of your deck? I don't know how. Like you're a tap out deck.
No, I think that he's a little just too
low
impact in the matchup.
Because in like.
Because I mean, these are still powerful. Like the Displacer, I could still he could still roll away with my extra mana kind of thing.
Like you have a different deck than I do. With Merfolk, I need to have like really cheap creatures in order to hold up things like Relic of Progenitus mana and Counterspell mana. But you're like, rest in peace. I can be tapped out for forever now.
Okay, so this is pretty much what you pray for. So hopefully we can get him in this one.
Hopefully we just get him with Aven Mind Sensor. End of turn, gifts ungiven. Bam!
So I guess against his deck, Thalia is actually very potent.
At any time.
Yeah, even a little late to the party.
Did you try the card Damping Sphere?
I have not tried it, no.
So many people excited about that card.
You know, it seems like it's going to sit there until they get rid of it. Like, Rest in Peace is the same way, but, like, they lose everything in the interim. Like... So here, if he keeps his mana up, I think I might just save my mana and then even Mind Sensor at the end of the turn. Oh, but he's topping out, so we're going to go with Thought Knot.
Okay. No fear. Well, to be honest, like, yeah, with Rest in Peace is just shafting them.
And the thing is, he's probably not going to tap out to play his gifts if he has one. Whoa.
Pieces of the... Oh, they're going super attrition based. Pieces of the puzzle. It's a card advantage spell. It gets a lot of cards.
So I think here, we're actually going to take a second brawl.
Wow, you're going to deal with the first one?
Well, we have a path, right? Maybe just one of these pieces. Or maybe this repeal. Jeez, his hand's like kind of...
That's Storm.
That's Storm.
I mean, I don't mind the brawl plan. Like the deck gets really clunky, but I mean these are all good cards.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take this repeal. That's how he gets out of this situation. Because next turn we're going to play the Aven Mind Sensor and hit one of his lands, I think, and then we'll try to path him the next turn.
Okay.
So I think we take the repeal to make sure he just can't get rid of this Rest in Peace for now. He churns through his deck, but
protect the
rest. But the cards go to but everything that he goes through gets removed.
So they'll get like 2 cards. They can get at most 2 cards out of this. Metamorphose, Pieces of the Puzzle, Spire Bluff Canal, Island Grape Shot, and Grape Shot. Oh no, sorry, no. It's just Metamorphose, Grape Shot. So they'll get puts Metamorphose. So they have a Grape Shot and a Metamorphose in their hand. Sorry. They have 2 Grape Shots in their hand.
Would have liked a white mana here, boys. Gotta say. Well,
they got just that.
They have a bolt, right?
They do have a bolt.
Yeah.
So you're willing to let them block?
I'll path his guy if he did.
Okay, that's interesting.
I wouldn't have thought of that though.
So you do have the option to just Ghost Court or something in play, like a...
Well, they even minds it, but he'll bolt it in response.
Oh yeah, right. Actually, because I'm just saying, even for something like Blade Splicer, you tap mana with Eldrazi Temple and Mutavault, Ghost Quarter your...
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I'd rather hit one of his lands, I think, with his Mind Sensor by playing it like slower. Let's see, what's he doing?
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you want to play Aven Mind Sensor at the end of turn?
Piece of the Puzzle, Metamorphose. Yeah, I think we're going to just pass for now.
Cool. Might have to pick up the pace. We're at like 13 minutes 51. It's not that dangerous,
yeah,
but you know,
I'll try.
we have less time than them.
Right.
And this is game 2. But I hope you all like the analysis here. You know, we're going deep here. We've both been at that Pro Tour once.
So he took a Serum Visions and a Manamorphose. So I think here I'm going to do this in response. Play an Aven Mind Sensor and Ghost Quarter's land while he has no mana.
Oh, I get it. You wanted to Ghost Quarter because they have Mind Sensor. Gotcha. Boom.
Maybe I'll let this resolve, actually. Oh, wait, that was dumb. What the hell did I just do?
What did you do?
Oh.
What, now they can pay for it?
Yeah. Or bolt it in response. That was dumb.
Oh, okay.
It's not very used to Magic Online.
Wait. Just let them do their turn.
Yeah.
So they use up their red mana, and then you...
Well, no, but then he's going to use Serum Visions probably and keep his red. Oh, I see, in the next phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. There's always another phase.
There's always another phase. There's always another step. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, now you could do it. Now you can't.
Right. So I wonder what he's up to here. A big grave shot?
No repeal.
What's Storm Count at? It doesn't tell us?
It used to. I don't know where it is now.
I remember last game when they knew he was going to cast it.
Oh, do you know what? I think if it starts going really high, like if we're at number 5, then it starts revealing storms. See? Number 5.
Storm Count.
Okay.
So I let this go in the stack?
Yeah. Just say okay. It's on the stack. Wow, is it going to kill the...
Yeah, that was... I messed up bad here. Jeez. So, where are they targeting?
But it doesn't change anything, right?
Well, I can't path this guy without him getting a land on the next turn now.
Do
I want to just keep this land now? So what are these targeting? What does it say what it's targeting?
I'll let you? Okay, hold on. So, like, just to go scroll over each one. That one's going at you. That one's going at you.
Are you sure?
Going at you.
Why is it show both?
No. It's okay. The arrows moving outwards is the controller. The arrows moving inwards means it's the target. They're actually all going at your face. That is not good news.
Yeah, I guess
that is a sign of arrogance.
Is he gonna kill us?
Well, we'll see. See what happens. Well, we still have the option to Ghost Quarter
our own land and path this guy.
Yeah. Well, they did not remand that thing. Maybe they're just doing what they think is their best chance of winning, given that there's a rest in peace in play. You know?
I see. Yeah. And like Grape Shot me again now for another 6.
We'll see what happens. Storm count is 5.
Oh, it's empty the Warrens.
Oh yeah. So that's going to be 12 golem, 12 gobbies. What do you think? Can we beat these gobbies?
We'll see. We don't have that much life.
And Aven Mind Sensor doesn't have a lot of toughness. Oh, even Brawl's getting in for some beats here.
Cheeky beatdown. Whoa, what happened here? Okay.
Well, we have more blockers. It's the positive side out of all this.
So 10. If we can get rid of 4 guys.
They have a bolt.
Oh.
So our life's actually at a virtual 11.
Right. Well, I think we play this wall to see what we draw.
Beautiful wall.
Okay, well, if we play a Golem, 4 blockers, 5 blockers with the Mutavault. So we take 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 9 damage. If I play the wall,
virtual 2
golem. Yeah, we're gonna play this guy.
Maybe you should have played tap the Ghost Quarter. Oh no, I guess you could use the Ghost Quarter for
another
mana.
white.
Because I was thinking about this thing, but I think you need the blockers.
Yeah, 2 blockers. And I think it's going to be the Eldrazi Temple we get rid of, or one of the Mutabolts.
Mutabolts are worth blockers, so you could, in theory, at some point, double block or even start attacking with them. Blade Splicer. Great card you found in that gather.
He good. Okay, so 5, we take 5, 6 damage plus a bolt. So we can survive.
I have to hope they don't draw Grape Shot or another bolt.
Well, they must use up a lot of their gas there.
It's pretty interesting that they didn't even want to pick off the Aven Mind Sensor for
one
Grape Shot. I can't tell if we're up against a super pony or a genius, like an absolute straight up genius. Like they know they need to that one extra damage to fight through like a Blade Splicer, a golem, a Wall of Omens. And are we blocking with this Aven Mind Sensor?
Yep, that's why it stayed back.
Gotta trade with one of those golems.
Yeah, well we gotta just survive. I think he must be out of gas almost.
There's 5 cards in hand. One of them's the pieces of the puzzle.
I used both his pieces.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So still a bolt in hand.
Yeah, this game's pretty tough when you don't get a Thalia early.
Well, we got an early rest in peace.
Yeah, the rest in peace. But I mean, the Brawl's so good in his deck, you know?
There they come. So I think maybe block everything but except, well, and not the Brawl, because they can just replay a Brawl. You just make them use their mana.
Yeah.
Whereas, okay.
Well, he's got 5 cards though, actually. So I think we should kill a Brawl.
No, but they have another Brawl.
But we're gonna kill enough of his creatures here that he's not gonna be able to get in another big swing like that.
Okay.
And then we can path his other Brawl only on top.
Sure.
Is what I'm thinking.
Okay. And I guess if they want a Brawl, force them to tap their mana for it.
I guess Brawl, Pump, Grape Shot, they can take out like the Thought Knots here.
First strike damage, oh yeah. First strike damage lost, oh yeah.
So if we can get a fat Grape Shot here, I guess we're in big trouble.
If they draw Bolt, we're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
If they put anything on top of their deck, we're in trouble. Put 1 card on the bottom, 1 card on top. We're in trouble.
He still has 9 tokens?
Mm-hmm. Well, Wall of Omens doesn't trade with anything.
Oh, right, yeah. 9. Oh, I think we're just dead anyway. Jeez.
Well, we can path 1. But then, you know, we needed to save it.
Yeah.
So there could have been 8 golems in play. Or sorry, 8 goblins in play.
Yeah.
What the hell is this all about?
Bolt me and Grape Shot.
Another bolts? Or do you just like casting your spells? Okay,
oh, he got us.
Alright, well, then we lost. We lost.
Storm, that's not that bad of a matchup. That's too bad.
Storm is Storm.
Well, that first game, you know what? Well, I had the double Thought Knots there, eh? But if I would have got that Arbiter out, he wouldn't have been able to play his Gifts Ungiven.
Right.
I hadn't really thought about that. I was thinking,
yeah, I forgot about the Arbiter.
Because he's playing Fetchless, I thought.
No, but they didn't have Gifts Ungiven. They remember they remanded into both a Ritual and Gifts Ungiven at the same time. Oh, so our opponent's like, good games, man. Were you stuck on white the whole game?
So I'm saying, yeah, my draws were good but clunky. White earlier would have, in the first game I think, would have been, oh, I don't know. No, that was just, the draws were a little clunky.
Yeah, whatever. We didn't get there. You got there.
GL and the rest. Oh, he got us. What can you do? We didn't play
it's Storm, you know, like Storm. Not, you know, Storm just gets people. You know, this is what Storm does.
Yeah, so he got us. Concede game. Yeah, he's a nice guy too.
What do you think overall? Is this how good of a matchup?
You know what? To be honest, usually it's a lot better. But I mean, I guess I draw Thalia a lot more. Like
sure.
You know, like countering that Brawl. Like the Brawl, their decks is just nuts when he gets out. Yeah, and I was choked on the white. It is actually true. In the second game, if I would have been able to path earlier.
Path and play Blade Splicer on the same.
Yeah, turn. Or the Mind Sensor wouldn't have been able to get a land. Like that could have been a big difference. Maybe I should have even sacked the Ghost Quarter earlier. Actually. But, you know, I wanted to get his land. I was greedy.
Yeah. But I don't know how good the path would have been because they had the second Brawl.
That's true, yeah.
The thing is that they, like... Okay, in Game 1, they drew into both Ritual and Gifts Ungiven.
Oh, yeah. Game 1, we had that.
When it was like the game was already pretty much on lockdown.
The next turn he was dead if you didn't top deck both good cards. So, I mean, you know, like the first game was very winnable. Second game... You know, I only played 13 white sources, though, so you are going to get games where you don't get a second white until a little later. The hand started out awesome, but yeah, just not enough gas. Maybe the Wall of Omens aren't good enough in the matchup. They seem a little slow. Maybe I should have sided in the Lone Missionary because he's siding in all those little 1/1s. Also, maybe the rest of those were kind of wrong to side out. Like, maybe I should have taken out the 3/3 dude who blinks things. Because at least the restos, like they...
You could do something at...
they trigger my value guys still.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was lacking that there. Like, being able to resto the Blade Splicer, maybe I'm actually in the game still.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's 3 bodies, you know? Like... So, well, what can you do? Down the first one again. Jeez, we always lose one early. We'll try to bounce back, guys. This is Jason the Splicer Simard. You know, bringing you the golems.